What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, look, real quick. It seems like sometimes these studios actually watch the YouTubers. You know, these studios watch the YouTubers because it feels like they're reacting to the things we're talking about. I know that's not the case, all right? But sometimes I just like to think, you know, maybe they caught my video or whatever. Somebody somewhere caught my video where I was literally talking shit about this Marvel slate, how it's lacking. It's major lack going on with this Marvel slate. And I said, yo, where's the Ironheart trailer? Like, that's supposed to be next. It's coming out in about a month. And we've seen absolutely nothing on this series at all. We know nothing about it. Yo, where's a trailer at? And then lo and behold, out of the blue, like, okay, let's get a trailer going. Okay, let's get a trailer cracking. Marvel Studios posted this up. Ryan Coogler and the filmmakers of Marvel Television's Ironheart go behind the scenes of the all-new series. So yeah, we're getting a trailer tomorrow. So they're trying to match it up with the Superman trailer. Guess which one's going to get the most burn? It's not going to be the Ironheart trailer. I can promise you that. 3-episode premiere June 24, only on Disney Plus. So yeah, they did have the featurette cracking right here. Let's go ahead. Let's check this out. Let's see what Ryan Coogler is talking about with this. Oh, look, ratioed already. I didn't even see that before. It's getting ratioed already. Holy smokes, man. It's too funny. Yeah, let's check it out.
I got into Marvel as a kid, going to comic book shops. I was really big on X-Men and all of the offshoots, like X-Factor and Wolverine. When Ironheart came out, I remember the buzz around the industry. I was really excited. In 2016, Brian Michael Bendis, a really famous creative in the comic book world, created a character, Riri Williams. A lot of people think that she's a successor to the Iron Man legacy. But in the comic book, Riri and Tony had a friendship. He was kind of advising her, and eventually she got her own identity as Ironheart.
Look, she don't have her own identity as nothing. She's just DEI Iron Man. And the fact that they have introduced her with Tony Stark as her mentor is no different than Hawkeye. The only thing is she is not a man, so they can't call her Iron Man. So they're calling her Ironheart. And she's DEI Iron Man. There's literally nothing else to this character. I mean, you know, again, they had an opportunity to do an original character. Sure, they didn't do that. So she's nothing but a substitute for the real Iron Man, and the DEI wanted that. You know, come on, Ryan. Ryan Coogler knows this too, by the way. He knows this. He's just playing along.
It was really exciting for me bringing that character into the MCU and Wakanda forever.
The story of Ironheart is not a story about the mantle of Iron Man getting passed. If anything, it's the opposite.
It's really about her proving herself and achieving her own legacy.
Look, the fact that you gotta keep saying it. Oh, this is not Tony Stark passing the mantle. Look, all the criticisms we got, right? This is not Tony Stark passing the mantle to Ironheart, because we see that shit has not worked out when we tried to say that's what it was when it came to Hawkeye, all right? All of these characters that have just popped up, and strangely enough, they got the same power set or somewhat similar power set to other legacy heroes. Oh, no. This is not just simply a passing of the mantle, or this is not somehow this character standing in place of this other character. They're not trying to steal the legacy of Iron Man. That's not what's happening. They're their own person. Yeah, the fact that you gotta keep saying that tells me everything I need to know. All right, stop with the bullshit gaslighting. Own it. Yeah, you know, we're just doing a ripoff of Iron Man in a DEI skin. Same thing with Miles Morales. Okay? The exact same thing with all of these characters. It's like, come on, guys. But see, this is the problem. This is why I think they listened to us. This is why I think they listened to us. Because they're trying to defeat our arguments in these little featurettes. Oh, that's not what's happening at all. That's not what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. Everybody sees through it. And the only thing that you can do is just try to combat it with, oh, well, you know, that's really not what's going on. You literally just had Robert Downey Jr., all right? Iron Man. Like, why did you use Robert Downey Jr. to promote her character? Why? Because he's Iron Man. And because you need Iron Man to put Ironheart on. That's it. Jeez, man. These people think we stupid.
I'm very excited to get a heavy-hitting introduction.
It was really great to have Ryan as an executive producer. He really helped with the storytelling of Ironheart. The comic books and Wakanda Forever did a really great job of laying a backstory for Riri and her origin story.
Look, ain't it the same thing that we saw with Robert Downey Jr.? They're using Ryan Coogler Now they want to use Ryan Coogler to help put this character over. Hey, Ryan, you're doing great with the Sinners, right? Hey, why don't you come in and say a few words about Ironheart? Bro, I already put that behind me, man. I'm on to bigger and better things, man. Hey, later on, Kev, we'll throw a nice, healthy little check-in for you. Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead. Black people ain't saying no to money. All right, that ain't happening at all. But yeah, I mean, come on, man. That's all they're doing. They're using names to promote a character that they know is already dead in the water. That's all they're doing at this point.
In our series, we're telling the story of what happens the days after Wakanda in the formative years of the superhero.
What's cool about her is she's a bit disruptive,
You want me to be small, but I refuse.
which really sets her apart than our show.
You might be a hero after all.
I love how this story takes Riri on a totally new journey. I want to build something undeniable, something iconic.
Riri, I see you, waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
I'm very excited about Ironheart. I'm honored to have the opportunity to be delivering these stories that people love so much.
Let's get to work.
People love these stories so much. You hear that shit? Oh, they love Ironheart. They love the Ironheart brand, the stories, the characters, everything about Ironheart. They love her so much. I'm so happy to be the guy that gets to bring all of this to the world. And nobody knows who Ironheart is. Nobody knows who she is. The comic books, they didn't sell. Look, check this out, man. I dug this article up, all right? This article is more than 8 years old. This was on The Guardian, all right? A Marvel executive says emphasis on diversity may have alienated readers. And who's there on the cover? Oh, it's Ironheart. The comic studio's vice president of sales tells Summit that some stores say people have had enough of new female and ethnic minority characters. Now, again, this is back in 2017, okay? That's when this story was coming out. The Marvel Cinematic Universe was kind of still in, phase 2, I believe? It's still in its second phase. And people were saying, we don't want the diversity. The comic readers were saying this. We don't want this crap. You know, Marvel's vice president of sales has blamed declining comic book sales on the studio's efforts to increase diversity and female characters, saying that readers were turning their noses up at diversity and didn't want female characters out there. Now, he's probably simplifying it because there's nothing wrong with female characters, but the characters that they were pushing on people, folks wasn't feeling it. Over the years, Marvel has made efforts to include more diverse and more female characters, including new iterations of fan favorites, including a female Thor, Riri Williams, a black teenager who took over the Iron Man story as Ironheart, Miles Morales, a biracial Spider-Man, and Kamala Khan, a Muslim teenage girl who is the current Miss Marvel. Yeah, again, all of this shit didn't work. I think Miles Morales worked a little bit better, obviously. You know, because he's done pretty solidly. Out of all the race-swapped, biracial, whatever characters, Miles Morales probably did the best, you know, out of all of them. But he still isn't Spider-Man, okay? Miles Morales is Miles Morales. Spider-Man is Peter Parker, okay? But yeah, I mean, it's like nobody cared about the girl who took over. And it even says it in this article. She took over the Iron Man storyline. So she is standing in the place of Iron Man. And look, when you go to the comments, all right, I guess the Guardians picked this particular comment. I don't mind black or female characters, but if you're going to do it, come up with something new. Replacing an old character with a new character and going out of your way to say, hey, so Iron Man is black and a girl now, doesn't work. It alienates the existing fans. And not because the new character is black and a girl, but simply because the character they love is Tony Stark. Iron Man is more than a suit of high-tech armor. Like, they don't get that. They think that all the character is him doing heroic things in a suit. And then you just got to give him some little personal challenge or whatever. That's more. Iron Man is a deeper character than that. Tony Stark is a deeper character than that. And Riri Williams, sad to say, just never connected with audiences. Again, going all the way back 8 years ago, people that was talking about it like, nah, we ain't buying it. Don't try to gaslight us. Don't try to make it sound like we racist or we just hate black and female characters. We're just a bunch of racist, sexist bigots. Nope, you did shit jobs with these characters. Yeah, check out some of these YouTube comments. First time I see Marvel talk about Ironheart in a minute. Yeah, man, yeah. Look, bro, they don't want to talk about Ironheart any more than you do. They don't want to talk about Ironheart. They ain't trying to feel this shit. They're like, nah, I don't want to talk about this. You know, only out of necessity are they discussing this crap. Bruh, seriously, I thought this was the trailer, right? They should have just made it the trailer. Just, hey, look, here's the trailer. It's about a minute and a half. That's it. We're done. Okay. She'll probably get the pink and gold paint job in the finale. This guy says it's crazy how this show has been ready to go since 23 and she's been introduced in a movie that was released in 22 and we're just now getting the trailer officially because look, I'm almost convinced that Marvel forgot to put a trailer out. I'm almost convinced. If somebody said, yo, man, they was just hanging out in the studio one day and somebody was like, all right, man, we got Captain America, Brave New World. That's up out the way. Daredevil, that's up out the way. All right. Now we on to Thunderbolts. And then it's Fantastic Four. All right. So we got Fantastic. Holy shit, y'all. We forgot about Ironheart. Oh, my God. Did anybody make a trailer? Hey, somebody hurry up. Get a trailer dude out here. Let's just whip something together real quick. Call up Ryan Coogler, see if he could do a featurette. Make it seem like we were actually caring about this project. Nobody gives a fuck about Ironheart, man. I'm sorry. Trailer tomorrow. This is going to get trampled by the Superman trailer. Oh, it absolutely is going to get trampled. It is going to get 1,000%. Like, you know what? And that might be another good little move. We'll slip this trailer in right with the Superman trailer. Maybe that's what they were waiting on. Hey, when is the Superman trailer going to drop? Because we're going to drop ours at the exact same time. And then nobody will ever pay any attention to this damn trailer. It'll go completely under the radar. We did our part for King and Country. We're done. All right. Stop talking about Ironheart. This is going to bomb harder than the Acolyte. Oh, no doubts all about that, man. Whew, man, this is going to be a hot mess. Ryan is on the buzz right now for Sinners. It's the best time to promote the heck out of this show with him and the cast. It is absolutely the best time. Ryan Coogler and Sinners will help this a little bit. Yeah, that's why they put him in the featurette. I wouldn't be surprised if they have him introduced like the first episode. Hey, everybody, it's Ryan Coogler. You know, like some shit like that. Bruh, man, this is sad, dude. This is really sad. Producers, trust us. It's not Iron Man spinoff. Oh, we already know it is. It's a cheap knockoff version of Iron Man. Oh, my God. Look, this guy. Wait, Ryan has a hand in this show? Oh, now I'm really hyped for it. Look, it's over. The fact that they're dropping this thing, all 3 episodes, all right? It's right here. 3 episodes, June 24. The fact that they're doing this and it's only 6 episodes in total, that's everything. That tells you what you need to know, folks. That tells you everything you need to know. This show is going to be a giant bust. But yeah, we'll keep our eye on it. I don't know if I'm going to cover it. I'm still debating that. I'm probably going to cover it because, you know, why not? But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Ironheart about to drop. It's about to be a hot mess. And it's going to be interesting to see the reactions to the trailer, okay? So we'll probably do a trailer reaction, and you guys will get a chance to laugh right along with me. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.